So let's go ahead and get started. Welcome everyone to Brew Crew Async #1, Casual Boots. A new little fun challenge I'm doing for the year where I offer people the opportunity to play some rando, talk amongst themselves, and then occasionally I'll restream one of their seeds. So it's fun. It's fun. And it's not live, so we have one of the runners who I'm showcasing here hanging out in chat. No spoilers. No spoilers. Please, no spoilers. Alright. Allow me to attempt to sync this up real quick. Might have been a little late. Alright, good enough. Redacted! So yeah, if you still wanted to do this seed, you know, you can't now because you saw what was in the first chest. Sorry. Ripperino. What a shame. What a bummer. Yeah, I think that's synced up pretty well. Alright, so this is casual boots. You start with boots. You start with a sword. Start with a buck. A single buck from your uncle. Ooh, an extra 20. That's good. I'll admit, I know a little bit about this seed. Just a little bit. I spoiled it myself. But I don't know everything else. I don't know everything about it. I know a little bit about it. Oh, yeah. I completely miss it. I'm assuming Gilgamesh got hit while entering the castle, and it puts you in this weird lonk state where you can't do anything, you can't interact. I'm surprised. You'd think you could just go and die in the castle and that reset it. So, gonna get a little bit of a restart here. Oh, even restarts the timer. Okay, well, you know what? Yeah, I might actually have to add some extra time to your final score, Gilgamesh, if you're gonna do that. this I you know, I didn't specify no restarts, so he's still talking. Okay, thank you. Like, I have his webcam because I have his whole stream up, and I'm just sitting here like looking at him talking. I'm like, come on, man, you don't have time. Go. So now the timers are all wrong. You know, I guess I should have looked a little bit further. Man, now I gotta change the rules. This is fine. Well, okay, here's what I'm gonna do. There we go. I'm gonna have to amend your time, Gilgamesh, on the spreadsheet. I didn't realize you actually restarted your timer. Fixed it, yeah. We're gonna go by Shinmaru's time. This is fine, it's fine, you know? That's the fun part about asyncs. You never know what's gonna happen, but, like, here's the thing, if this was an actual race and that happened, then, I don't know. I mean, this wasn't a race, so it's fine. Damn it, Gilgamesh. Imagine breaking the rules already. Week 1, breaking the rules. No, this is funny. It's okay. I'm not upset. This is great. Yeah. Giving Shimaru a bit of a head start. Very courteous. I don't see no rules, Doc. That's fair. You know, it's already been a week, but I gotta amend the rules. Listen, Gilgamesh, you said you didn't take any breaks. Technically, you just took a break in between starting and restarting the seed, so... Just saying. Just putting that out here. What's up, Grayon? What's up, N3 Boy Show? Just duplicate Shimaru's timer. Genius. Alright, we got our 4th heart from... So, Link's House had a heart piece, and then we've gotten 3 more here in Hyrule Castle. It's a bit of a bummer. It's a bit of a woof. A lot of times when you're going through Hyrule Castle, you want to find at least some sort of, like, true progression, right? Give you something a little... Gilgamesh. Where are you going? I have done that once before in an actual race. I have definitely left the princess behind, and I don't remember how far along until I finally noticed it. It might have been back in the map room before I realized it. I can't imagine I made it all the way to the little bookshelf thing you have to push and realize she wasn't there. It's really easy to do if you're not paying attention. Taking notes here, yeah. The heart of a champion on the left. Alright, let's see what we got in Sank. Some nice money. It's good. We like dollars. I swear this never happened. Dude, it's the week 1 async jitters. I get it. I get it. I totally get it. Early mirror and mirror out without her. Yeah. The map double check. I think I'll make sure for the next one to get chat up on the screen. Though it's gonna be awkward when it says, "Oh yeah, Gilgamesh is racing," and then chat pops up. It's like, "Oh, look at how stupid I am!" in chat. People will be very, very confused, but it's okay. What matters is that we're having fun. Alright, bush crabs, just 5 arrows. Let's see if we got anything at Lumberjack Cave. Anything of value. 50 bucks. Hot diggity dog. Some nice music. I don't think I've heard this soundtrack. Is there a game called The Great Ace Attorney? Is that one of the games in the series? Oh yeah, get that free heart container. Yeah? Okay. Well, that's what this is. Is it like... Is it just a name? Like it doesn't have any other value to it, just a name? Oh, it's a prequel. Oh. Oh. I didn't realize how many bombs were in the back of his cave. That's sick. I mean, bombs aren't... They're still nice to have. Nice fairies from the Treeple. They're still nice to have. At least having boot start means you can bonk the rock north of Kakariko and get some free bombs, but... Okay, so just remember... Right now, despite Gilgamesh's timer saying 5:30, that was actually a 7:40 escape. So, pretty impressive. Very well done. Alright, anything here in Blind's Hut? Whoa. A glove? Glove is good. That's nice. Were the Gua games? That's a very good question, Mega Man. What's up, Kara? I feel bad. My good pal Locke sent me, he, like, uploaded his async to YouTube to make it easier for me if I chose to restream his race, his playthrough. But, having it on YouTube actually made it even harder. And then... I didn't realize that he was using palette shuffle, and I decided to change the rules last second that, oh yeah, no palette shuffle. I think palette shuffle is fun to play with, I just don't think it looks good on a restream when the two runners have completely different colored worlds. It's harder, I think it's just harder to follow along in general. Tanya, the evil sprite Shin is using? I do not know. Oh! Did you see that? Took a swipe at the bottle there. Did not like those arrows. Nice. We got Bombos, Ice Rod, and Flute. Can't wait till we see what pendants are in the Dark World. You know, I gotta go ahead and predict that we're gonna have a pendant TR with that Ice Rod being so early. Async race idea. All tracks Mario Kart 8 would be a fun time to watch restreamed. All tracks Mario Kart 8. Oh my gosh, I'm just thinking about how bad the bitrate is gonna be on some of those streams. Especially streams that don't have, like, you know, 720p. Be a crunchy looking game. And we got a Fire Rod too. So that's definitely a pendant TR. Alright. Gilgamesh about to get their glove. So if you're wondering what the heck happened to Gilgamesh, Gilgamesh got put in the Lonk state, entering Hyrule Castle. Nice can of Samari, wow. Seed is free. Entering Hyrule Castle and decided to delete their file and start from the beginning and talk a little bit before starting it up. And instead of starting the race from that point, I decided to start it from the beginning. Because I'm evil. Because I can. Pure evil. Alright, what else are we going to find? Of course, we are still looking for our Dark World access point. And, you know, we are... Well, I don't know how often people will go for a Aga play if they don't have Moon Pearl. We could do Dark Aga. No Moon Pearl. What is Brew Crew? Brew Crew is the term I use for my community. It is also, I think, the fan club name for the Milwaukee Brewers, I think. But, and so I'm like, should I really use Brew Crew? Or should I... At the same time, I'm like, the two things are so different in association that I don't think the Milwaukee Brewers are going to come after me. I don't think so. Gilgamesh, I have done that so many times in Chicken Hut. I don't know why. I don't know why. But I throw that bomb at the wall way too many times than I should and look like a ding-dong every time. The Duff Brewery? Bring it. Bring it on. I'd like to see them try. Alright, Gilgamesh did pick up Bombus as well. And then we'll be picking up Kana Samaria soon. Shinmaru heading over to the Ice Round area. Yeah, brew as in coffee, crew as in a group of ding-dongs. But I don't know, I don't heavily use the term. Like, I would never use it for, like, marketing or anything. It's mostly just for fun. But, I mean, I could change it. You know, hold on. You bring up a very good point. Does that look better? Yeah, actually that does look better. Because otherwise it said Brew Crew twice. I didn't like that. So, thank you. Dude, we're editing on the fly. Okay. I'll change this as well. There. Now legally, I'm untouchable. I feel like I was watching somebody's stream when I was downloading one of their VODs, and someone in chat was like, "What the hell's Brew Crew?" It's like, the people, they don't know. They've never heard. Alright, Zora was a bust. Gilgamesh picks up their mirror. Gonna get their shield. I think that was, like, the only thing that was in Mini Mulligan Cave. Legrill! Oh, nice full magic. So, what do you do at this point? You got Saha Eastern. You could go check Agnes Cave. You can go up the mountain for, like, 2 logical checks, and then whatever the hell you can get out of Hyrule, or, Hera Castle? Tower of Hera. There's some ideas for you. Hoping to find Hammer before making your way up to the mountain. At least I would be. Or... okay. Shinmaru grabs the mitts and the pearl and is probably getting the heck on out of there. Still gonna go up the mountain. Good. I mean, this is a fine play. You want that free save and quit point, and this is a check that everyone's going to do anyway. But yeah, this is a stacked start. These are the kind of seeds that I hate. I really don't like it when seeds are, like, this gross. Also because I don't like mitts for Dark World without Hammer. Hit Mire for the memes. I mean, you could do Mire into Desert. Desert's beatable now. Love Fire Rod, yeah. Go get that crystal. Yo, more money. Nice. Don't have any more money woes. That is interesting coming up here just to save the old man. And then bailing. But I mean, like I said, you know, quick save and quit point. I feel like checking that Desert Ledge item is kind of silly when you have mitts and mirror. Like, just mirror on the Desert Ledge and dash down. Okay, Pendant... Ugh, Pendant Pod, Pendant Skull, Pendant Swamp, Green Pendant Swamp, Red Thieves. Hoverseed? Perhaps? Quake for Mire. Well, I mean, if you're gonna check the Desert Ledge, you would just check it and then go into Desert at that point. So... Such delightful music. I know, I feel like that particular check has been like a point of discussion before. Alright, is Gilgamesh gonna save the old man too before heading? Key on the torch. Heading to Vu. Vu! I see. Man, Shin getting hit with all the fireballs. Yeah, warps can feel pretty long, but... I don't know, what's faster, a warp? Or... a warp or an extra flute? Honk, honk, honk. There's the big key on the right side. So for future reference, if you plan on doing asyncs and you want to be on the restream, I only ask for a few things. It's pretty limited, you know. It's pretty simple. You know, obviously you need to be able to be streaming, preferably to Twitch. Obviously, like, it helps if I have at least one person. Like, people that stream without a mic or alerts turned on are gonna get more likely to be on the restream. At least one person is. So, like, Gilgamesh in his VOD is talking and being a ding-dong. So, it's nice just... I don't know. For some reason, watching restreams where they're just using background audio and not in-game audio drives me nuts. And then, of course, you know, try to avoid using a Wizzy MSU that has memes in it, or anything with lyrics. Like, if someone was using a Persona 5 MSU, I'd probably skip out on that, just because lyrics are kind of distracting. And then, yeah. The other would be just no palette shuffle. Those are the big things, you know, it's a very short list. No, you cannot use the slider MSU. Please, do not. Actually, I would make an exception for that one. Maybe. A one-time deal. But I would take points. I would take points or time. I would add time to your finish time, so you know, just think about that. Ask yourself, is it worth it? How does one participate in this? Oh, it's real simple. All you gotta do is head on over to my Discord. I have a forum channel down in the game room that has chat rooms, links, and discussions. So then you just basically find the spreadsheet that's in there that leads to the seed. You play the seed, and then you submit your time on the spreadsheet as well. So it's all kind of contained within Discord and Google Spreadsheets. I'd rather have Slider MSU than the Diddy Kong Racing one with children singing it. That is fair. That is very fair. Okay, now I got another heart container at Checkerboard Cave. 20 smackers here at Graveyard Ledge. So kind of nice we're seeing two very different routes starting out here. I don't think Gilgamesh found a dang thing over in Skullwoods, let alone anywhere over here. So, okay, so let's just think about this. With the pendants that we have, we do still need a bow for Eastern. We don't need flippers or hook shots since we can sequence break into ice. We do need Quake for Mire. And we do need Hammer, obviously. We need a sword, obviously. And then we might need another medallion for Turtle Rock. Yeah, and that's the thing, is without Hookshot or Hammer, we can't get over to East Death Mountain yet, so kind of cuts out a bit. But yeah, also on the spreadsheet, I kind of list out some of the qualifiers I prefer for Restream. I know some people will just... Oh, wow, there's the Hammer for free in Village of Outcast. I know some people will restream people... I know, like, Solski and Andy have, like, restreamed me while keeping my mic on and just, like, restreaming my audio, but I talk way too dang much to be, like, fighting with somebody else that's racing. Oh, man, the boots! There they are. So... But that's the nice thing, is that if you don't care about being restreamed or anything like that, just play the seeds and have fun. Like, that's it. You don't have to worry about any of that stuff. That's just extra stuff. Alright. Both players now into Thieves Town. We got ourselves a hammer. We can full clear this dungeon. So what would be the next best thing to find if you're one of these runners? Because, like, if you get a bow, then you might get tricked into going into Palace of Darkness. And by tricked, I mean, you know, there might not be anything in there. Oh, I missed it. Did you try and, like, go through the big key door, Gilgamesh, without the big key? You skipped 3 and 4 initially. I know in the past, a couple times I've, for whatever reason, skipped chest number 2. And I think one time I did it and it ended up being like my mitts. But I think I remembered to go back in right afterwards. It was very strange. Like, I acknowledged it as I was going. Like, I think I wasn't in go mode, but like I had everything I needed to beat the dungeon. Maybe it was like a key sanity or something. I feel like it was a restream burst as well. Nick says, I went into TT without going into C House, mirrored out after the second check, and felt real good about the hammer. Well, I can't wait to see what's in this big chest. Yeah, like I said, we had about 12 people play this seed. We did have a few people that didn't finish it, which is totally fine as well. I will I'm not going to go down the list, but if you want to see, there is the spreadsheet you can go check out. I'll make sure before next time we do this to have a command set up for people that are interested. Like I said, this year I'm gonna be joining less tournaments so that I can focus more on doing wacky stuff like this. Because honestly, like, I do enjoy commentating. I do enjoy doing commentary, and I haven't done it as much lately because I've been too busy with tournament stuff going on, and then with Dumbathon. So, trying to find a nice balance. If I tried, I'd also be one of the incompletes. That's okay. Like I said, don't worry. Like, if you want to play one of these seeds, not run a timer, you know, that's fine. Like, you don't have to finish them. As long as people... All I really care about from these asyncs is that people are playing it and discussing it and just having fun. Like, it doesn't matter where you are, what in regards to playing this game. If you are, like, a competitive person, like, shooting to prepare for the next tourney by playing these seeds, go for it. Or if, you know, you're just getting into the rando and you want to kind of just dick around with the game, try it out. Everyone's welcome, by all means. Also, there was a compass in the big chest, so... Yahoo. Right now, like, we did casual boots this week. I already put up the seed for the second async. The second async is open key sanity, which is, you know, still a pretty simple mode, but you know, if you're not used to key sanity, I'll take a little bit extra effort. So some weeks are going to be harder than others. I don't think I'm going to put any door rando in there, but maybe. We'll see. It's hard because, like, on one end, I want to make sure that I just cover as many different challenges as possible. Because, like, I know me, who's been playing this game for, like, 6 years now. Like, a casual boot seed is just a little too simple for me. I need something a little bit more complex, but you know, people that are still getting into the rando or haven't done, like, door rando or key sanity or anything like that are going to be a little on the edge. Oh, there's our Quake medallion to get into Misery Mire. Gilgamesh doesn't know that yet. Bomb only mode, B mode. We can do some wacky stuff. I'll probably utilize your website, Kara, to do a lot of stuff as well. Kroth, you better. Play some games. It'll be fun. So this is interesting. Shin bailing out? Wait, hold on. Is Shin bailing out of, like, South Dark World up to Hype Cave to go sequence break ice balance? Okay, well, this is a choice. I mean, I like it. Go to the next beatable crystal dungeon. I guess, you know, if you look at it now, oh... Well, that is really unfortunate. With the bow being right there. So Shin's gonna miss out on that bow for a wee bit. Yo, what's up, Holly? Now, there is still another bow out there. Ooh, almost got the full kill with 2 bombs. I need to refigure out that timing, because when I see people do it, it looks really sick. Though, well, in this case, I might have just gone and used Quake, because Quake will also one-shot them. But without half magic, I got Bombos. Yeah, but you also have Fighter Swords, so I don't know. So this is interesting for Gilgamesh. What is this, like... The only thing Gilgamesh can't do is... Well, we don't know about the TR medallion. But right now, aside from Swamp, I think every dungeon is beatable. Dang, I didn't mean to pick a free seed. Also didn't mean to pick a gross hover scene. My bad. Alright, Gilgamesh with the info about Meyer. Gonna pick up, I think it was Blue Mail that was in here? Blue Mail is nice. So yeah, I'm wondering when Shin's gonna make their way back to K45, because, you know, it is a little isolated now. I'm just curious what the... Whoops. Bit of a whiff on that bomb there. I'm just curious what the decision was. I wonder if it was just because Shin didn't want to do Smith Chain, maybe? There's the cape. So both players finding their fun little safety items. Because, I mean, if you wanted to go do K45 Smith, I guess you could start at Hype Cave and go south up to Village of Outcast and do it that way. And then just flute the purple chest. Okay, I see it. I have Gilgamesh's stream up, which is how I'm watching these. And someone in his chat is just like, what is a Brew Crew Async? And Gilgamesh is like, yeah, some ding-dongs like, oh, let's make people play rando while I sit and watch. It's true. I think, for the most part, I'm probably just going to be watching these and restreaming these and not actually participating in them, unless it's like mystery or door rando. If one of those two show up, I might try that. Wow. What are the odds? So it's interesting. So how this started is once both runners hit Dark World access, Shin decided to go rescue the old man real quick, and then went straight to the Mire Desert area. Gilgamesh booked it straight to Village of Outcast, dipped Skull Woods and did North Route, like Graveyard Ledge, and then I think went back and did Village of Outcast, Thieves Town, all the way down to Hype Cave, while Shin did just Village of Outcast, and then rushed to Ice Palace. We've got to be a little bit careful here. Did get a few fire rod shots in. Let's see these hammer strats. Come on. I love me some hammer cold stare. Cool. Eat. Couple more. Does have blue mail, so can still take a couple hits. There we go. Dude, if you get cold stare on the ropes, you just start hammering away. That fight goes pretty quickly. Rewind is disabled. Chat. That is the quote of the day. Question from Where the Budgie. What emulator do I get to play this, and should I get a SNES controller to do so? A SNES controller will give you the most, I don't know, satisfaction playing it. But, you know, if you don't have one, you can also use, like, an Xbox controller or whatnot. It's really just about comfort for you. Doing some of the tricks might be a little harder on a non-SNES controller, like item dashing or some of the other wacky stuff like that. And as for emulator, I do a lot of stuff using BizHawk, but SNES 9X, I think, is the default go-to for playing this. Using Xbox One at the moment. Yeah. I have played Zooter on a keyboard. It really wasn't that bad. It wasn't great, but it wasn't that bad. Wait. My brain is telling me to mark something on the tracker, but I already forgot. Okay, so right now, Shin up a crystal on Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh about to head into Mire while Shin did Hype Cave. Shin got burnt up. Thank you. Shin got Hype Cave done and is heading up the mountain. Okay. This is a choice. Just doesn't want to touch South Village of Outcast at all. I've seen people do that to an extent. If, like, Thieves Town is pendant, they just If like Thieves Town and Skull are both pendants, you just never do West Dark World. There's Ether, so now we don't have to think about medallions anymore. Beep, 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 beep. This music is silly. La 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 la. It's a beatable Tower of Hera. No hook shot, so we can't Hera pot. Yo, what's up, Detrius? Yeah, I'll make sure next time to have chat up. Especially now that I'm using the Stream Elements one, I can do that without it looking silly. I care way too much about, like, aesthetically pleasing overlays and stuff. Detrius was talking to you, Polly? Oh, my bad. My bad. I'm sorry, Polly. Carry on. That was a Godmire. So right now, for Gilgamesh, you know, obviously Hookshot would be a blessing. And I do like Hookshot in Mire kind of situation. Does still need a sword to beat the game, for sure. And doesn't know about Ether, but we don't know if that's a medallion required for TR yet. I tried to refer to myself as a filthy casual in the GDQ channel, and my message got modded. Wow, I wonder why. Nice little bomb jump there from Shin for a compass. Surprised you didn't just go right to Vidi here. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna get a little... Gonna get a little rail clip, nice. I found that using the rail clip for there, but also on the right in Door Rando is super helpful for saving time. Anytime Mire Lobby shows up, or any of the Thieves Town lobbies show up in Door Rando, I'm just mad. Because it requires so much effort to check everything. I miss it. Did we see any items here in Mire yet? Because all I'm seeing are dungeon items. Alright, that's another crystal for Shin. That also opens up Pyramid Fairy. So wait, that means that both items are on the boss and Mire cutscene. Also, Rewind is disabled. Do not forget. Did I say Z-SNES is still the most common emulator? No, beware the budgie. I did not say Z-SNES. I said SNES 9X. You can use Z-SNES, but I would not... Actually, no, I don't think the randomizer even works on Z-SNES anymore. Like, they designed it to just never function on Z-SNES. Back in the day, I used Z-SNES because I didn't know better. Z-SNES and Nesticle, the two. Z-SNES is banned because it doesn't emulate lag correctly. It's also, like, really... I don't know, isn't there, like, security risks or something? Or a lot of data leaks? Or I don't know. Z-SNES shits the bed all the time. Also, nice little lamp here in Spiral Cave for Shin, so that's nice. At this point, when you already have Fire Rod, getting a lamp is just comfy. And I feel like Gilgamesh could probably use that lamp right now. Dark Mire sucks. Bugnet! Oh, baby! Retro blue particle background, I'm not interested in it. I did like the little snow effect that Z-SNES did have. Also, Z-SNES had built-in netplay, because I remember my brother and I tried to play Secret of Mana from our separate computers, from our separate rooms. It didn't work very well. There's our first bottle. It's got a bee in it. Gilgamesh is hunting... health? What is our stun price? What? What? Why'd you change? Why? Setting up prize on the eyes. Oh, wait, I heard about this. Is this the thing where it makes it so that the eyeballs will drop a fairy? Ooh, wow. Ooh, I have not seen an eyeball laser go to the corner like that in some time. Okay, it is double Quake for this seed. So that Ether Medallion is not required, so... We are just looking for a sword and a hookshot. Oh, they dropped the stun prize. That's so cool. I don't see the point of it, because you could have just had full health if you just grabbed all the hearts down in the previous room, but... I mean, this is a flex. It's not something you see every day. It's like Gilgamesh knew he was going to get restreamed. But he didn't. Got a fairy in a bottle here in Super Bunny Cave. So, one tactic that I picked up from practicing Swordless for League is when you have health like that and the hammer, if you just stand in the goop and just hammer away and just hope that the eyeballs don't, like, huddle on top of you, you can get a lot of hits in while just taking the goo damage. I think with 12 hearts, if I could have gone for that. But and you do have blue mail, so the eyeballs only do what? 2 hearts? I was excited to use that tech in a way that was semi-useful for the first time ever. No, that's fair. I've never seen it done. Oh wow, there's the flippers. I've never seen it done like intentionally. I've seen it done by mistake or accidentally, and someone's like, why did this eyeball drop stuff? I've also seen it happen where the eyeball, like, drops a small key or something weird. Stun price B. You know, I have an idea for a future one. Though I'd have to figure out, like, how to make this work. Like, I'd have to do it in Customizer or something, but... This would be the perfect opportunity, since I don't have to play it, to make people do Triforce Hunt. I have an idea. It is a brilliant idea. Okay. Not True Pot Hunt, no. Well, what is True Pot Hunt, Gilgamesh? Is it just Triforce Hunt, but it's also Pot Shuffle? Or is it like True Ice Rod Hunt, where... your goal is just to find the ice rod in the entire seed, and I always forget how that works. You can tell I haven't played some of these wacky modes. Trinity could be cool too, though you would get some wild times. But honestly, I think with Trinity, the way that it would work out pretty well for like this kind of setting is that, you know, I'd see the finish times, but I wouldn't know how you acquired it. If only all 3 goals had, like, a similar potential finish time, give or take. Pottery Lottery 2 out of 13. Triforce Hunt with cross keys and shops handy. You know what? I think I did play one of those. I remember, I did play one of those, but then I decided to get all 420 Triforce pieces. And after 255, the counter reset, and then I couldn't finish the game. So I had to. Oh gosh, there's our Master Sword. I couldn't finish the game, and I had to hook push to the Triforce. I remember that. So Master Sword here in Eastern. So man, Shin skipping out on K45 is gonna start hurting. But I mean, that's the thing. There could be another bow elsewhere. Can't hear what Gilgamesh is saying because I don't have his audio on, but it looks like he's saying, I'm in go mode. So I anticipate if we don't find that hookshot that we might not see it on Gilgamesh's side. Gilgamesh, known hoverer. He started, like, doing that thing with his mustache, his pointy mustache. Very Waluigi and or Wario-like. He's a cooking up a something. Have we seen... I don't think we've seen much of anything in TR yet. I can't answer that, Butchie. That's not a question that I could answer. Ah, there. See that blackout? That momentary blackout? That's when it switched from VOD Part 1 to VOD Part 2. Just in time to watch Gilgamesh messed up Armos fight. A very easy fight. Very impressive. Budgie, I'll DM you later. For legal purposes, I cannot answer that question right now. Wink, wink. All right, we're gonna get some Ice Palace from Gilgamesh. 4 crystals to 4. Oh, see, look, buying bombs. I'm assuming that's because of potential Moldorm bounce. Gilgamesh, do you know how to Moldorm bounce? I got a Moldorm bounce the other week for a door rando, and then got key locked anyone. Anyway, nobody knows how to Moldorm bounce? Oh, I guess it's just me then. I'm the only one. It's a trick you never want to rely on. Alright, Shin gonna set up a safety door just in case. Bought bombs because he wasted them all on video. Ah, that's fair. Well, look, there's an 8 bot. There's an 8 drop right there. It's okay, you had money to spend anyway. Where the heck is this hookshot? Also like to see the other bow, too. 300 bucks. Oh, I saw that. I saw that, Shinmaru. Using that stutter step to avoid the laser. It's a really cool way to do it. I didn't even know about it until I saw a video of it on the Discord. And then I tried it and got it. And then when I tried it on stream, I failed miserably. So the lesson is never try. I mean, Moldorm Bounce is like the backup for people that don't have boots or can't hover. And since I have not tried or successfully hovered on my new controller, I'm gonna keep it that way. Moldorm Bounce is cooler anyway. Oh, nice. Okay, good. That's what I want to see. I want to see some hammer strats on Trinex. One downside is... Oh, well, he has a fighter sword, so he has to do... he has to do hammer strat, so that makes sense. Doesn't seem like we got anything out of TR, which is kind of unfortunate. I mean, to an extent. Full clearing TR isn't too bad. Shin's got to be careful here, though. Doesn't have any magic safeties. Very fortunate. Icehead decides to shoot ice instead of wobbling around. Bonk. Bonk. Hammer Trinex phase 2 is fun. Master Sword slashes on Cold Stare? Interesting choice. I guess you still had some fire... Rewind is disabled. I guess because you still had some fire rod shots. No hammer strats on Cold Stare. Sad. Did anyone try it? Did anyone check Shovel yet? I want to know. I guess we haven't seen Paradox Cave yet either. Right? Or did we? No, we had to have. Yeah, because the lamp was in Spiral Cave. Okay. So this is... Hera Basement. Ugh. Gross. I mean, we're still looking for... We're still missing 2 more swords. We're looking for the other bow. Hookshot, obviously, would be great. You once saw someone almost kill Cold in the corner with Master Sword and want to recreate that someday? Some of the like NMG setups are nuts, where they do like a Tempered Sword spin and then dash pokes. Rewind is disabled. Anytime I do rewind is disabled. Anytime I try and do dash pokes, it fails horribly. I've also seen people use that for like Mothula to try and avoid slashing him into the spikes. It's interesting. Hera Basement, gross. Will this be our hookshot? No, just a heart piece. Bummer, dude. So, trying to think what spots do we still have left for stuff to be. Well, Gilgamesh skipped Meyer cutscene. So we might see that on Shinmaru's side. We were about to get Spike Cave. We still have Catfish, Pyramid Fairy, Olive Pod, parts of Swamp. Obviously, the worst place a hookshot could be would be in a Pendant Swamp. That'd be disgusting. Yeah, this is progressive bows. Yeah, that's the other thing is, I mean, would Shin be comfortable going to Meyer at this point without the bow? This might be a potion pickup to do so. Get rid of that gold bee. I love using dash strats on Ganon. Not the bee! If I was in Shin's spot, well, I feel like if I was in Shinmaru's spot, I probably would not have bailed out on South Village of Outcast. That was an interesting play. And then just do Hype Cave and then leave again? I don't think I've ever seen that kind of routing before. Alright. Now, I wonder if Gilgamesh is going to actually full clear this dungeon, including Mimic Cave. Looking for, more safeties. I also wonder if Gilgamesh is going to get that lamp that was in Spiral Cave. I'm going to assume no. I'm going to assume Gilgamesh is going to, like, full clear this. And then just, maybe check... Nah, I don't even know if you would check first just Hookshot Cave at this point, if you're Gilgamesh. If you're anticipating Hookshot's going to be in GT. I guess we'll have to see. It's a fun little soundtrack. I like it. Someday I will play Ace Attorney games. I don't know when, but someday. Maybe we can see one for a GBA Dumbathon. Or was there Ace Attorney games on the GBA? Is that where they started? GBA was Japanese only? Gotcha. I have played one of them, I think the first one that was on the DS. I didn't finish it because I couldn't solve one of the cases. And then I got bored. So I gave up. Rewind is disabled. I wonder what hotkey that is for Shin, that keeps on popping up. $20. Gilgamesh didn't do Smith Chain at all. Or even, I don't remember. Hammer Pigs? Did we see that? I guess I can ask Gilgamesh, did you do Smith Chain or Hammer Pigs? You did not do Smith? That's an interesting choice. Especially if you have the means to do it and you're heading south. Like, I know it's a little time consuming, but man. It's just one of those things where it's like, I know if I skip it, I'm going to get destroyed. But this is good for Shin. Going to get that bow here soon. One item from Go, so I decided to risk it. Oh, after you got... Well, I feel like you already committed to the play, to skipping it after you... Like, before you even got the bow. Right? What was your go? No. You needed a sword. Ding dong. And a hook shot. Stupid. Alright, so there's the bow for Shin. Gilgamesh also setting up the safety door? Interesting. Not comfortable in the Hammer Trinex. Shovel is nothing. Isn't it just having stun drop items in the room before you go upstairs? Is that it? To get the eyeballs in Vidi fight to spawn drops? Purple chest also bad. Well, this will probably send Shin to Meyer. Oh, no. Okay, gonna go Eastern. Do you have to drop several stun prizes? The more you leave, the higher the drop rate. Oh, that's really weird. I'm gonna do that in my next seed, if I can. Now all we need is for the little green, like, enemy bombs that the guards throw, or the trees shoot out, to be put in the drop pool. And then you can just have Vidi dropping bombs everywhere. That'd be really cool. Do it in your next restream race and watch people freak out on speed gaming. What am I? That might be not for a long time if I'm not doing. Well, maybe if I join like a speed gaming daily, I can get on the restream. All right, Shin gonna get that Master Sword, Gilgamesh grabbing the TR Crystal. Just has to go beat Taravera. Let's see how much he skips heading on over there. Has cape out for some reason. Gonna cape through. Oh, to cape through the Lionels. That makes sense. No tempered swords, so can't dash through them. So gonna skip out on the lamp and spiral, which is fine. You don't really need it. I mean, the only downside would be is if you don't find silvers, then you have the fun like mass fire rod only Ganon fight. Which can be a little dicey. Anyone here run the weekly over the weekend? Which weekly? The, like, general Link to the Past randomizer weekly that I guess people have been doing for a while now. I kind of forgot that people brought that back. Alright, what else? We've already seen all the items of both these dungeons, so... At this point, Hookshot's either in Pod, in Pendant Swamp, could be in Mire Cutscene Chest, maybe. Could be Pyramid Fairy. Last thing we want to see is a book show up. That is Eastern done. Well, yeah, the question is, will Shin just rush over to Mire at this point? Or pop into Pod? Rewind is disabled. And that is Gilgamesh's last crystal. I mean, we haven't... Unless Ice Palace is one of those weird Ice Palaces where it's hookshot locked or something. Hookshot could be in GT, maybe. Okay, Shin gonna go pick up some bombs and arrows for, or at least go pick up some... Well, you usually just pick up both. Okay, fine. Make a liar out of me. I don't care. What makes Ice Palace hookshot locked? That's only if there's like a small key on the right side, or small key or big key lead to a small key on right side. So like as long as there's not, if there isn't a small key in the first chest, Freezor, or Ice Tea, I think something like that. All right, well, we're in GT. We got a small key on the torch. Gilgamesh doesn't know the cool bomb setup for this, unfortunately. Gosh, imagine getting your 7th crystal and still need to find the damn hookshot. Powder, okay, so we know hookshot's not going to be on Magic Bat. I like how Gilgamesh skipped the actual check that's not hookshot locked. Because I've in the past, might have been a qualifier, where I actually had the hookshot in the double firebar room. There's silvers. Wow, what a bailout. So yeah, that bow that was sitting at K45 was 100% required to get into GT. Well, that makes not needing the lamp a little bit better. See if Shin decides. I mean, I gotta imagine Shin's gonna full clear looking for hookshot at this point. But then again, I don't know. Maybe at this point, I just assume that either everybody can or everybody can't hover. I just assume everybody can't hover until I see them actually do it on stream, and I'm like, oh, so and so can hover. Nice red mail. Now we just need a tempered sword. Be good to go. I don't think it's good to assume that people can hover until you've actually see them do it. I know I've like been, I'd be like playing a seed and someone's like, no hover, question mark? I'm like, do you see me trying to hover? It's because Gilgamesh remembered the actual in-logic check down here. Right? That's gotta be why, right? You know what happens when you assume. Is this it? $20. Okay. Interesting. So everything else going this way in GT is hookshot locked. But if Ice Palace was in fact hookshot locked, then we know that hookshot can't be in here. That's kind of the value of knowing that information. Also, Shin having Cape and Master Sword is going to have a much easier time on this Vidi fight. Nice little trick that I love is that if you're using the cape and you mash your sword attack, it reduces the magic MP or the magic cost, so to speak. Like your MP bar will drain slower if you're mashing, so you can just stand there with your cape and just slash with Master Sword. It's really nice. Didn't even have to use... Well, I'll use the bow for the second part. There's the Fleepers, and there's a pig. Unless I'm looking for it, it's really tough to know, like, to pay attention to whether a hookshot is locking Ice Palace or not. But we know hookshot's required for this big key because Gilgamesh found it over in Random Room. Yeah, and just for clarification, this is Gilgamesh's current time. Gilgamesh did do a restart at the beginning of the seed from when I started the restream because of goofing up in Hyrule Castle. For those that are unsure what's going on here, this is not a live race. This is I'm restreaming two runners that played one of the first Brew Crew Async or Community Async, and took their VODs and uploaded, or I'm restreaming their VODs. So that's why Gilgamesh is in chat talking while also racing. So the rules are pretty laid back. So I should have double checked to make sure I knew when to start the timer for Gilgamesh. So Gilgamesh goofed up in Hyrule Castle, restarted the seed, which is a no-no from now on. It wasn't in the rules, so that's more on me. Also, look at this. Shin taking the bomb to the man under the bridge. You gotta be quick, though, before it blows up. I wonder, if you get a text box there, I can't imagine you have enough time to save the bomb. It reminds me of if I'm in Misery Mire in the Spike Room, and I have very low health, and I try and get the chest without dying, but then the text box pops up, and I end up taking more damage anyway. Alright, well, safe to assume Gilgamesh is going to go for this hover at the top of GT. Obviously, we're not going to find a hookshot upstairs. So let's see this hover. This disgusting hover. Ugh. And hopefully Shin will find this hookshot. Oh. Hey, look, a free sword! Just sitting on the pyramid. Very nice one-cycle Lamolitude for Gilgamesh. $50. Big heart container, so still no hookshot. And when you're at this point, it's like, man, what do you do? I guess he's probably gonna head up to Catfish next. And then probably book it on over to Pod. I mean, it could be... I don't know if we saw both items out of Skull. I'm assuming we didn't see both. Right, if they had done Pearless, Lampless, Dark Agate Tower, they would have got that sword so much quicker. Boy, that would have been a payoff. Oh, for me, well... Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to know... Like, routing up to Pyramid is such a tough call to make as well. Oh my gosh, of course. Freaking sword bailout. Shin gets a mushroom at Catfish. Man, you go in here and you're gonna go try and hover hook or GT. Master Sword. No silvers, no lamp. Just finds all the goodies. Alright, let's see. Let's see it. Let's see. Oh. Oh. Rewind is disabled. Not today. Alright. That's one. Mushroom was a bust. All right, attempt number 2. A little bit. Quick, place your bets. How many attempts? This looks just like me in my last qualifier for the last main tournament. I was in this exact same spot, and it sucked. I was so stressed out because I never like hovered Moldern 2 in a race setting before. Now, of course, this isn't a race setting generally, but I don't remember if that. Oh, God. Gilgamesh, please. Dude, the more times you fail, the worse and worse it gets. It's rough. There, Moldern's dead. Okay, hover attempt number 3. I think in that qualifier I was talking about, I think I got it. I got it on my 4th try. I think it was like 4th or 5th try. And it's weird because, like, for me, hovering is like, you can feel it. There's like a feeling when you know you've got the timing and the setup correct. And when I actually got it in the race, it felt awful. Like, the timing felt wrong. Everything about it felt wrong, but it worked. It's so weird. I just, like, contradict my own brain. Gilgamesh. You can do it, buddy. Yeah, I feel like killing Moldern is not the right. You just gotta ignore him. Except when he does that. Except that would have been the perfect setup for a Moldern bounce. Like, man, I feel like you don't really see him turn around like that. Also, yeah, getting powder is like, what a savior for doing this. Shin is still continuing through pod, still no hook shot. I remember one time, I think it was a Cross Keys ladder race. I was stuck at Moldern 2. I was trying to Moldern bounce. And I failed for so long. And then I said, screw it. And I just hovered it. Or no, it was the opposite. I kept failing the hover, and then I got Moldern bounce on like my 3rd try or something. And then I ended up winning that ladder race by like 13 seconds. And the hover wasn't required. There was nothing behind Agatu. Also, Shin picks up a book. That's the late book is god-awful. So bad. Yo, what's up, Jules? Thanks for the raid, buddy. Hope you had a good stream of Ogre. Yeah, in this type of race, you commit. Like, you're here until you die. Oh! Is this it? Hey! The boy's done it. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing at stake in these asyncs. They're just for fun. So. But I'm still sorry that out of all the ladder seeds that I just grabbed randomly, I'm sorry that I ended up grabbing a hover seed. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It was not my intention. Listen, Gilgamesh, if I was playing this seed, I would have got the hover in 2 tries. Just saying. Just saying. That's not true at all. Starting hookshot next time? What is this, potpourri? This was a Kaz Boots PB for you? What are you talking about? You're still going. Seed's not done yet, buddy. Calm down. Slow down. I'm still looking for this hookshot on Shin side. I could load up a hover and do 2 attempts. I don't know about that. I don't have to prove anything. You just have to have faith that I could do it. It's an interesting setup for a one. Oh, okay. Smart. Going for the cape strats here. Except... What? Wait. I guess it makes sense. It's like, okay, menu to cape. Don't use it. But then drink red potion instead. I mean, he doesn't have any... I don't think he picked up any magic refills, so... And only has Fire Rod. I mean, he has, like, what? 5, 6 Fire Rod shots to get 4 silvers in there. Well, we got Helma over here on the right. Your nerves were shot. In this high stakes race. No, it's fair. That is fair. That's a dead pig. All right, Gilgamesh. Yay! You did it! Helma had nothing! Shinmaru is continuing. Oh yeah, we're gonna chill and see where this hookshot is. I'm assuming it was in a terrible spot at this point. Oh man, this looks like Shin is gonna go for the hookshot play instead. Also, my favorite part of Gilgamesh is that when you were submitting your time, you're like, oh, looks like only Willard has played this seed. And I crushed him by 10 minutes. That was just an example. I didn't play the seed. You fool. If you looked closer, the name was Willard Games, not Willard J. Bradley. Oh, Ether Tablet. Good call. Wow, you crushed my example by 10 minutes. Well done. Brilliant play. That's funny. Now that's funny. The time was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's funny because I had it set so my in-game time was longer than my timer, which I don't think is possible without pausing your timer. So then I adjusted the example in-game time to be lower, and then instead I just deleted it so people weren't confused. I didn't want to give people the satisfaction of beating me, despite not actually playing the seed. So is that like the staff ghost in Mario Kart? Yeah, something like that. All right, is it Bombo's tablet? Dude, if this hookshot is in Swamp, okay, all right. That is disgusting. Holy cow. Oh my gosh, that is so gross. So you had to go into Pod to get the book from the turtle room to go to Bombo's tablet. Listen, Lax. You're just making up stories on the internet now. Nah, I didn't play the seed. And I'm glad I didn't. Because I would have had to... Though it would have been fun. Okay, hold on. Here's the idea I had. Here was the other idea that I did have for this little restream thingy. Rewind is disabled. The other idea I had was that I set up a restream with people's VODs. Just set up like maybe 2 or 3 along the side, and then I race the seed. But I cheat the whole time because I'm watching everyone else's streams. I might do that for one of them. I'm kind of tempted to do that. No, not 9. It kind of brought another idea I had of doing the crew battle thing that I was talking about, where people are racing randomizers, but they're allowed to rewind is disabled. But they're allowed to look at the restream. They're allowed to watch other runners. So it's just all about who can cheat the best. Just like the idea of people just stalling. Like, let's I'm gonna run around in circles while we wait for the other person to check purple chests and stuff like that. But oh, I have a bad feeling that Shin is gonna skip silvers if this is a full left play. Oh no. Oh no. That'd be really bad. Alright, have fun. Good luck, Gilgamesh. No, the sword was upstairs to the right, I think. Okay, no, he's going back. Alright. I know me if I'm in go mode and I have tempered sword and silvers, I'm not checking anything upstairs. So gonna get a little bit slower of a GT doing left, right, left, but at the same time, I mean, Gilgamesh did the same thing, so that's what I do. The stupid route is what I call it. It's the only name I know. Oh. No. Here's the thing, like, I would be down to race these own asyncs, but then if I'm playing them, then people that are watching me play it aren't gonna play them, so that's the downside. Alright, there's red mail for Shin. So we know where hookshot. The hookshot was so bad. Because I mean, otherwise this would have definitely been a pendentless seed if it weren't for that damn book to hookshot. Shin did save a little bit of time never going into Skull Woods, which Gilgamesh did do. After Dumbathon, you have to expect a little dumb to leak into the community. That's true. Speaking of Dumbathon, thanks to a bunch of people voting yesterday for which Dumbathon games I was going to continue, I passed the 50 votes I was looking for, and decided that I picked the top 3 highest scored games. So it's basically the top 3 games that got the most amount of first, second, third, and fourth place votes. And I'm going to play them in order of Mystical Ninja starring Goemon, Mega Man 64, and then Quest 64 in that order. So I don't know when that's going to be. It's going to be soon. I do have a package coming today with some new streaming gear. Hookshot was on Bombo's tablet with Book in desert or in the pod turtle room. So that's a bit of a gross one. Yeah. I'm just trying to like in this situation though. I really don't know when you would actually like go for that pod play, unless you're literally hookshot from go mode. So, I guess in Shin's situation, it kind of worked out a little bit if and only if Shin wasn't. Because Shin did Eastern. I forget, did Shin do Eastern, Meyer, then Overworld, and then Pod? I think is how that went. I'm pretty sure, yeah. But, I mean, I don't know. It's tough to want to dip a Pendant Pod. Pendant Pod sucks. When you played this the other day, you made a colossal goof. Matt, please tell us about this goof of yours. This colossal goof. I'm intrigued. I'm curious how I would have played this if I didn't know. The problem for me is like if I play a seed and stream it, then people are gonna watch it rather than playing it more than likely. Unless I play it like at the end of the week. But then if I play it, I don't really want to restream a seed that I just played. So it's kind of a weird scenario to be in. I think I'd rather just restream it and watch it as opposed to playing it. So yeah, once again, week 2 is already up on the spreadsheet. It's Open Key Sanity. I generated it last night. So nobody else has played it. You could be the first to play it. And then we'll reconvene on Monday to maybe do another one. Another restream, so. And if you check the spreadsheet, I have a list of all the qualifications for a restream or preferences for a restream. Because these are fun. And then maybe next time I might be able to get a co-com in here as well. Early game, I went to Blind's Hut, opened the bomb wall, opened the chest in the bomb wall, and never opened the other 4 chests? What? So you missed your glove? Okay, that's a new one. I've seen people open up the bomb wall, get the 4 chests, and then leave. I've done that now twice before. Once in a weekly race back in like 2017, and then again a couple months ago when I was racing Lock and a cross keys. But never that. I've never seen that happen. That's interesting. So then, I mean, what? I mean, with Hammer being in the Dark World, then you didn't really get there. How much time did you actually find the glove? Did you actually remember that and go back? Because I mean, you would have ran out of stuff to do in the Light World. Okay, so not gonna get that gold sword. Okay, guys, don't tell Gilgamesh, but I'm adding a rule that I'm actually going to enforce for week 1 as well, that hovering is not allowed. So that score that Gilgamesh put up, that time is actually forfeit. So, you know, keep that in mind. Walking around for 20 minutes like a goober? Oh no. Dude, I've been there before. There's nothing worse than, like, missing something and then rechecking everything again, staring at your inventory screen or staring at your map screen. And then you remember it. And then you have this, like, oh, I'm so dumb. Yo, what's up, Shin? Shin, that hookshot sucked. Shin, now that you're here, I gotta ask, what was up with that crazy routing after Village of Outcast? What made you decide to skip doing the South Dark World loop and go straight to Ice Palace? Yeah, I've seen people miss the NPCs in, like, Hype Cave and Mini Moldrum Cave. I wanted to find out ASAP whether Hookshot was outside GT. Oh, that's smart. Okay. I didn't think about that. So reiterate for us, what qualification does Ice Palace need to be Hookshot locked? Yo, this is a banger track. Also, nice phase 1. Ooh, not gonna get the 1-in-1 here. So using Burna instead of Cape there because Cape has a little bit of a delay before you can use it. Gets the nice pattern up in the top left corner so you can get the quick spins. Small key and big key were on right side, if I recall correctly, and another small key was on cold stare. Yeah. Isn't that also a rule where if a small key is on cold stare, then it's technically cane locked? I always forget about those things. That's smart, though. Knowing about hookshot logic for GT is really smart. It's a real heads-up play. And it makes more sense. Though I still feel like... I mean, it just hurt that the one thing you skipped right before getting your bow out of K45, and that definitely cost you some time in this one, but... Still, gonna get a sub 90. Anytime you get a sub 90 in a casual boots, I feel like that's a pretty good score. Especially given how stupid hookshot was this seed. Can't hover. Game sucks. Well done. Congratulations. Well, thank you again for letting me restream your all's playthroughs. Thank you again as well to everybody that participated in Async number 1. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it. Once again, the point of these asyncs is just to have fun. They're supposed to be fun and casual. You know, you can play it with a racing mindset. You can play it with a casual mindset. If you want to play it in multiple sittings, that's fine. I only ask if people do play them to still post in the spreadsheet that you played it, even if you didn't finish it, just so I know. I like knowing that stuff. And yeah, once again, week 2 is already up. Open Key Sanity for this next async. And we will reconvene a week from now, potentially, to do another restream of hopefully different people. You guys got your one, so now you have to wait.